All right. Wanted to record a few updates, a couple notes, things that I need to remember. So I talked with my advisor about the dissertation, and timeline is early December is when we're going to be defending. So we'll need to have most of it done, November-ish. The proposal that I'm trying to, the proposed dissertation topic is a bit tough because, I'm taking the smorgasbord of topics and projects over the last 5 years and try to find a through line. But, given the value of, the knowledge integration solutions that I propose over the traditional techniques of ground truthing, I think it's a good idea to. I should probably just pull this up on here, actually. A good idea to, present the projects as, hey, we've done this, and then present the knowledge integration stuff as, okay, but here's the other way of doing it that we need to look for the future, and here's how we need to plan for it. Actually, I'll just make this short. So it's ground truthing, remote sensor data via simulation, modeling, and standardization, right? So simulation in reference to the chambers, modeling in reference to both the physics-based models, like the thermal models, and the end-to-end ones like UV-CGON, and then knowledge integration, data fusion, and the universal latent space stuff to kind of close it out and be like, okay, well, if this is how we're doing it now, this is how we can adjust that to accommodate, what machine learning needs and what we need to do to save time and money in the future. A couple other things in terms of tasking for the next few months, though. I mean, we're going to try to close out UV-CGON as quickly as possible and actually start writing up a paper to publish that. MPS2, we need to, close out those designs and get them at least chucking metal. Parsec, the doer's being made right now, so we'll be able to run samples soon for that, for the thermal infrared regime. To accommodate the thermal models, we are going to need to get N and K values of our dust, which is going to be a little bit difficult. I have to look at the Schlut et al. 2015 paper that used a spread of particle sizes, measuring various phase angles. Getting from vis to infrared is going to require a unique kind of model that my advisor was pointing me to. So that's, I think, going to be the more difficult / task heavy thing for the next few months. We need to figure out the flux or the spectrum of the solar source that we use, and I don't have a flux meter or anything, so I might have to just do some estimates based off of the manufacturer properties, or maybe we'll look for a way to do that. So we're going to measure, 100 micron to 250 micron, a little bit above, a little bit below, 3 different particle sizes, and then a chip sample, so one of the chips that we're coating. At I think he suggested 7 phase angles, and then use that for that model to get the N and K values, so that we can put that into the thermal model along with our emissivity data from those various samples, and maybe hopefully start to kind of link the spectral and thermal physical inconsistencies that the original project was kind of proposed on. With regard to the instrument to inference models, I'm just going to kind of share all of them and how they fit into this broader pipeline. And then kind of close everything out by talking about the data fusion problem, and not really proposing the solution or testing it, but really just demonstrating that all of these different problem spaces can connect if you just do these few things, and we start to standardize how we label and how we fuse data sets. So the peer-to-peer stuff, we're not actually going to do a tech demonstration of for the sake of the dissertation, but we're going to talk about it and use it as kind of like the closing. The way you talked about the way it should be organized is, you have kind of like 4 or 5, individualized papers, projects, connected by like an intro and an end statement. It's less so has to be packaged as its own like whole thing. So yeah. That's basically, we want to try to finish out UV-CGON as soon as possible. In the free time in between stuff, continue cranking out MPS2 designs and start talking to Kurt Lesker at least before December. Thermal model is going to be tough because, I got to start looking at it in addition to start figuring out how we're going to get those N and K values other than just kind of running we can run the FTIR. For a couple of those. We can also use the ASD for the phase angle ones. And then just start writing. The talk's about 30 minutes, he said. So, I got to kind of figure out how do I want to present this to a public audience, because, we can't go into the detail of every project. We also can't like touch every project lightly and then talk scope because then it's not super relevant to the paper. So there's lots of things here we're going to need to fine tune, but it seems like he kind of approves of the overarching interconnected themes here. So keep you updated. Cheers. Have a good weekend or week or whatever the fuck day it is.